Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for you today. If you're not from Asia and you're not very familiar with this model, please include me in it. Because I wasn't familiar with it until I saw this car in the diecast, and I said, you know what? Cars that are unknown in my world are going to be known in my world. If you get what I'm saying, they're going to be part of my world. Why not? It's an attractive car, it's part of history. Why not? By the way, guys, without further ado, we have for you a 143 scale 1967 Isuzu Florian. Isuzu Florian. I know the brand Isuzu pretty well. Not crazy well, but I know it pretty well. And but the Florian model, I have never heard about it. So when I saw this, I said, I have to get this. Now, as I was doing my little research on this model, I noticed that it's a car that's been out there for quite a long time. It's not a car that was. It lasted the name brand Florian. It lasted for 16 years. 16 years, guys. Now the model, it was essentially the same. It just what it changed. This is the very first edition of the Florian. Obviously, nine. By the way, before let me retract myself a little bit. So you guys know, for 16 years, it was around between 1967 and 1983. This is the very first edition because it's a 1967, so it's when it originally came out. In the 70s, I read and I saw pictures of it that the only thing that really changed was the front, the headlights. They changed them from being a square, like the one that you're looking at right now, to being round. Quad headlights, two on each side, and round headlights. I tell you the truth, when I look at both of them, I found this one to be a lot more attractive than the refreshment that you probably call that. I didn't find it to be very refreshing. I found this actually to be more attractive than when they changed the front. But everybody has different opinions. We're not twins. We don't have to match in our opinions. And that's the good thing about being a human being, that we could express what we want and what we like, and you don't have to agree with me, but we can respect each other's opinion. That's the good part. And obviously, guys, talking about opinions, let me know in the comment box what you guys think about this car. Have you ever seen one in person? Have you ever drove one in person? If you got to see this classic around in the roads, or you're like me, you collect diecast. I'm into the 143s, as you probably noticed lately. I have I have quite a few 164s, but those are my main sizes that I have. But what size do you guys like to collect? And if you are not a collector, what size you want to wish you start collecting? I always say it, the bigger sizes are attractive. They're very detailed. But the biggest problem with me, at least with me, is the space. The bigger sizes take a lot of space. Already as it is, I'm very limited on my space because I have over 1,000 diecast. So I'm already very limited on my space. But when you buy this 118 and the 124s, they're big. So it takes the spot of like 4 diecast of 143s. But I mean, if you got the space, use it. It's good. Alright, guys. So I'm going to let this car go around a few times so you can have a nice look at it and enjoy it. Alright guys, I'm back, I'm back. Now, I was reading this car was considered a mid-sized car, intermediate. Depends obviously what part of the world. If it's like Japan or Europe, I will say yes. If it was probably in America, I would probably been like, it's more of compact. But obviously, it depends on what part of the world you're looking at it. But this car was essentially only sold in Japan, as I was reading right now. I have to say, a lot of cars back in the days in Asia, no, not in Asia, in Japan, these Japanese brands were literally only sold in Japan. And some of them were very attractive models that you would have probably said, if this car would have sold anywhere else in the world, it would have been very attractive. If you look at this one example, this shaped model, it reminds me a lot also of the Corona, of the Toyota Corona. And the Toyota Corona did pretty well worldwide. I mean, considering it was a Japanese car back in the 60s, it did pretty well. So, this car is very similar in the shape and the size. You know, it's nothing extravagant. It's an attractive car. It would have probably done very well. It's just that Isuzu back in the days was not such a known brand. But, you know, who would have known? Who would have known what would have happened? Alright, guys. So, as I always mention, please do not forget to give me a nice thumbs up. It will show me that you're enjoying these videos as much as I am enjoying making them. Also, do not forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button, which will remind you when I'm posting more videos. And as I mentioned before in the comments, do not forget to, in the comments, I'm sorry, what I mentioned before as in my speech, do not forget to comment and let me know. And before I let you guys go, I was admiring these white wall wheels, guys. I have a weak heart for these white wall wheels, isn't it? Doesn't it give the classiness look? Very attractive. Very, very attractive. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video. Take care of yourselves. And goodbye.